movement. The hope and change had begun to wear off in the latter part of the summer of '09, and the Tea Party movement had already begun. But the conservative movement lacked a clear victory to rally the troops around. The Acorn videos became the rallying point of a resurgent conservatism and served as a wake-up call to millions of patriotic Americans that individuals can make a huge difference, especially now with an empowered, media-savvy internet army. That's right, an army. Make no mistake, America is in a media war. It is an extension of the Cold War that never ended but shifted to an electronic front. The war between freedom and statism ended geographically when the Berlin Wall fell, but the existential battle never ceased. When the Soviet Union disintegrated, the battle simply took a different form. Instead of missiles, the new weapon was language and education, and the international left had successfully constructed a global infrastructure to get its message out. Schools, newspapers, network news, art, music, film, television. For decades, the left understood the importance of education, art, and messaging. Oprah Winfrey gets it. David Geffen gets it. Bono gets it. President Barack Obama gets it. Even Corey Feldman gets it. But the right doesn't. For decades, the right felt the Pentagon and political class and simple common sense could win the day. They were wrong. The left does not win its battles in debate. It doesn't have to. In the 21st century, media is everything. The left wins because it controls the narrative. The narrative is controlled by the media. The left is the media. Narrative is everything. I call it the Democrat media complex, and I am at war to gain back control of the American narrative. I have allies, veterans who have helped pave the way. Rush Limbaugh and the phenomenon of conservative talk radio are only 20 years old. So desperate was the right for an outlet to express itself that tens of millions now get their information from what was the formerly moribund AM dial. Please understand that Rush Limbaugh is reviled less for what he says than because he shot the first shot of the new media war over 20 years ago when he turned AM into the meeting place for America's massive conservative underground. Because of Rush, there are countless imitators influencing large amounts of people across America in a billion-dollar talk radio industry that didn't exist a generation ago. Matt Drudge and the Drudge Report were met with relentless attacks from the mainstream media class and the political left during the Clinton years, not because Matt was an aggregator of news stories or a conservative muckraker, but because he created a new front in the long-standing culture war, the Internet. History will look upon Matt Drudge as the Internet's true media visionary. Millions of so-called bloggers write, report, upload their stories online and influence the national and international political landscape because of the advent of the very liberating and democratic World Wide Web. And Fox News and its visionary creator Roger Ailes are relentlessly attacked by the same forces, not because Fox News reports the other side of the story, but because it showed that the other side of the story reflects the point of view of more people than CNN. The constellation of AM talk radio, the Internet, Drudge Report, plus countless bloggers, and Fox News represent the successful, better-late-than-never counterattack against the left's unchallenged control of the culture of a center-right nation. And this counterattack needs field generals, platoon leaders, and foot soldiers ready to storm every hill on the battlefield, to not yield an inch of ground to the ruthless, relentless, shameless enemy we face. I volunteered to fight in this war. I have risen through the ranks and now find myself on the front lines with an army of new media warriors following me into the fray. It is no longer a choice to fight. I am compelled to fight. The election of Barack Obama, facilitated by the Democrat media complex that was aligned to usher him into his rightful and deserved place in the Oval Office, was the tipping point for my full and unyielding commitment to this war. Why? Because I saw early on that his was literally a made-for-television candidacy. I knew the fix was in when Oprah Winfrey featured Obama twice on her mega